my fellow research advisors, fellow judges, and my fellow researchers, good day. I am Janet M. Martinez.
I'm Dizamil Cernas Potestad.
My name is Mary Joy Munday.
And we are the researchers from First Year College of BSBA major in Human Resource Management, presenting our research study entitled The Effects of Online Classes Towards Students' Learning. Background of the study or rationale. Online learning is education that takes place over the internet. It is often referred to as e-learning among other terms. However, online learning is just one type of distance learning, the umbrella term for any learning that takes place across distance and not in traditional classroom. It is the newest and most popular form of distance education today. Within the past decade, it has a major impact of post-secondary education trend on only increasing. It is according to Stern 2020. In Nigeria, the student had negative disposition towards online schooling. Some of these views were tied to their home's front situations. The challenges they mentioned included higher data consumption, distractions from the neighborhood, friends and relatives, erratic power supply and internet network fluctuations. It is according to Alos O. Kamni 2020. The problem of online learning in Washington is sudden switch to online classes for the spring semester and summer. In some cases has caused anxiety and raised questions among students about their academic futures. It is according to Friedman 2020. Moreover, in the Philippines, it increases in class size was related to poor internet connection as millions of students and parents struggled to familiarize themselves within the new learning platforms prompted by the new coronavirus pandemic. Students experience health concerns related to increased screen time such as fatigue, headache, lack of motivation, avoidance, or procrastination, among others. It is according to Adonis 2020. In Manila, Philippines, a 21-year-old student from Bohol allegedly drew learning modules have sparked the curiosity of netizens. According to reports that have surfaced online, the third-year college student committed suicide by hanging after he failed to submit his learning modules on time. It was said that the victim felt frustrated when his teacher refused to accept his late module. It is according to Sally 2020. In Davao City, investigated by the Department of Education, or DepEd, 11 here is now underway over the reported deaths of 2 students on separated occasions in Davao region on Sunday, October 18, when one committed suicide caused by alleged pressure and difficulty in learning school modules, according to a report reaching Police Regional Office 11. The body of the grade 8 learner of Tubulan National High School was found hanging inside their house in Sitio Udalu, Barangay Buhangin, Malita, Davao Occidental on October 18 around 10 a.m. It is according to Palo 2020. With the problem mentioned above, this study is conducted in order for us to know the effects of online classes towards students' learning.
So the statement of the problem. This study was conducted to determine the effect of online classes towards students' learning.
The hypothesis: there is no significant effect of online classes towards the students' learning.
Review of related literature. In 21st century, online learning has evolved as a worldwide platform to connect, collaborate, and engage users in the learning process. Online learning today is integrated with social network connectivity, which builds an ecosystem for interaction between students, teachers, and professors from every corner of the world. providing them with free and accessible online resources. Chang C. et al. 2016. Online courses call for a greater amount of motivation and self-discipline than a classroom-based course. A classroom has one or more instructors and peers who can hold a student accountable for their coursework. In contrast, online courses involve setting our own goals, tracking progress, and meeting deadlines. One does not learn effectively in isolation, so online courses do offer discussion forums, email, and one-on-one support. Educational World 2020. In the United States, online learning alternatives are proliferating rapidly. Recent estimates suggest that 1.5 million elementary and secondary students participated in some form of online learning in 2020, weeks 2010. The term online learning can be used to refer to a wide range of programs that use the internet to provide instructional materials and facilitate interaction between teachers and students, in some cases among students as well. Online learning can be fully online, with all instruction taking place through the internet. Or online elements can be combined with face-to-face interaction in what is known as blended learning, Horn and Staker 2010. Today's educational institutions are expected to create learning opportunities independent of time and place, to offer easily accessible learning environment and interpersonal communication opportunities. Accordingly, higher education institutions develop strategies to meet this expectation through teaching strategies, such as e-learning, mobile learning, distance learning, and etc. by using teaching technologies. NMC Horizon Report 2017. Online distance education allows easy and convenient access to learning opportunities. As with other forms of education, high self-efficacy often encourages greater student confidence and autonomy. Pryor-D et al. 2016.
The theoretical framework. The online collaborative learning, a theory proposed by Linda Harasim, states that it focuses on the accommodations of the internet to provide learning environment that foster collaboration and knowledge building. Harasim 2020. According to this theory, the collaborative learning, knowledge building, and internet is used as a means to reshape formal, non-formal, and informal education. According to Pisciano, 2017, OCL derives from social constructivism, in where students are encouraged to collaboratively solve problems through discourse, and educator plays the role of facilitator as well as learning community member. In conceptual framework, we have the two factors in our study, the online class and the students' learning. Online class has course design, online environment, and students' participation, while students' learning, teaching methods, technology, and student rules.
Significance of the study. These are the defining factors of this study. The first one is students. This will help the students, especially those who took online class, by letting them to know what might be the advantages and disadvantages of online learning. Parents. The result of this study will help the parents to know the behavior of the students towards online learning and to know how it affects the online learning. This will help them guiding their children to avoid suicidal attempts. The last one is teacher. The outcome of this study will help the teachers. They will be aware and knowledgeable to know the effects on online learning.
The definition of terms. Online learning refers to instructional environments supported by the Internet. Online learning comprises a wide variety of programs, the use of the Internet, within and beyond school, walls to provide access to instructional materials as well as facilitate interaction among teachers and students. Distance learning. According to Merriam-Webster, it is a method of study where teachers and students do not meet in a classroom but use the internet, email, mail, and etc. to have classes. Simply put, distance learning is when students are separated from teachers and peers.
Design. In this study, descriptive correlational method was used to evaluate the effects of online classes towards student learning.
Research subject. The respondents of this research are students who are studying through online. The total respondents will be 50.
The research instrument. The research instrument used in this study was a research-made test to determine the effects of online classes towards students' learning. It consists of 15 items of questions and it is divided into 3 parts. The research-made test suits to evaluate the effects of online classes towards students' learning. We have here the range of means, descriptive equivalent and its description. The 80 to 100, the descriptive equivalent of it is very high, which means that the effects of online classes towards students' learning is always manifested. In 60 to 79, high, this means that the effects of online classes towards online learning, students' learning rather, is often manifested. The 40 to 59, the descriptive equivalent of it is moderate, which means that the effects of online classes towards students' learning is sometimes manifested. The 20 to 39, the descriptive equivalent of it is low. This means that the effects of online classes towards students' learning is rarely manifested, while the 0 to 9, the descriptive equivalent of it is very low, which means is that the effects of online classes towards students' learning is never manifested.
A gathering procedure. In this study, the researcher collected the needed data through the use of survey questionnaires, with a total of 50 copies of questionnaires were distributed, with a parameter limits effects of online classes towards student learning.
Statistical treatment of the data. In the analysis of data, the statistical tool was range and mean. This was used to answer the effects of online classes towards students' learning.
And that would be all. Thank you.